Get you out of my brain. Oh, it's such a shame that we don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore. We don't talk anymore like we used to do. We don't laugh anymore. What was all of it for? Oh, we don't talk anymore like we used to do.
Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to VolTalk, where we bring you everything UT and everything Knoxville. Our point of our season, what we have going on this season is a lot of cool stuff for you. We have brought on additional segments such as hot topics to find out what's going on in what's hot and what's new in the media. And we are also bringing on special performances from some of East Tennessee's finest artists. But before we get into that, as you all know, we love to bring on very special UT volunteers with us to not only get input on what's going on around our school, but also Knoxville. And we love to hear what they have to say. So with me today are two very amazing students. If you couldn't care to introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Jeavonna Cobble, and I'm a sophomore, and I'm Justin Bieber's biggest fan.
I'm Zach, and I'm a senior, and I am actually her biggest fan. So she's going to give us a little sample of her music real quick.
You want to do it now or after?
Yeah, no, right now.
I'll do it after we're done.
No.
Save it for after?
Yeah.
Very cool. Guys, we are we're already into the majority of the semester. What's been going on since we've been back? So 2016's hit, New Year's is over. Beyonce killed it at the Super Bowl. What are your guys' emotions and what is going on this semester for you?
Like, what's my emotion about the Super Bowl performance? Or
Yeah, give me that.
Live? Okay, I loved it. So I thought it was awesome. And finished, and I was like, dang, that was awesome.
Yeah. Did you think Beyonce and Bruno stole it, not the other guy?
It was, yeah. I mean, they were all really good.
Coldplay was
I
still
like
good.
all the artists,
Yeah.
so
Gotcha.
it was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you?
I mean, well, Beyonce, I just want to be her, so
Enough said.
I know. I appreciated the whole performance.
Yeah. So how's y'all semesters going? Because we're almost in March. So
Yeah, I know.
spring break's right on the corner. It's really hard to focus. I can't tell you how unfocused I am in school and what's been going on. So class is going okay, extracurriculars.
It's going well. I'm definitely having a huge senior slide. And of course I put off my hardest classes to my second semester senior year, so don't do that. And but I'm making it.
Yeah.
Barely. I'm just hoping it doesn't tank my GPA too much and we'll be fine.
Gotcha. Do you plan to go to grad school after this?
No.
No.
I'm just wanting to start working.
There we go.
Get my hands dirty.
Very nice. And
So
you?
yeah, I'm planning on going to grad school, so I'm trying to keep my charisma up because it's kind of going down. I almost skipped class today, but I didn't.
Oh, that's
and I made it.
Yeah, we can't be skipping class.
No,
Do you
can't be
skip class
skipping
often
class.
as a senior?
No.
Okay, good. One thing I did learn about being here for 3 semesters already is that if you go to class, honestly, the midterms and finals are 10 times easier.
Oh yeah.
And they may say that, but it is really true.
Well, as if you're actually in class, focused in there.
If you're not on Pinterest, then you'll.
Yeah, me and
get some
Jeavonna
out
are
of it.
actually in math together. We're not going to tell you which one because you're going to think we're dumb. But it is such a good class, but as long as we take notes and we sit there and we concentrate,
Yeah.
everything goes just it's perfect. Midterms and finals are a breeze. But guys, anyway, so as of February 21st, here's the first thing that's what's hot. Say Yes to the Prom Dress by Alpha Chi Omega here at the University of Tennessee. And what they do is Alpha Chi Omega has partnered with the YWCA, and this is something for juniors and seniors. I mean, it's about prom, so junior and senior year for girls to go out and get prom dresses as low as $10.
That's great because
Yeah.
I know when I went to prom, which was probably one of the best days of my life, I paid $600 for my prom dress.
Good Lord.
And yeah, it's insane. So to get something for $10, that would be great.
Yeah, so we wish we would have had that connection in high
Yeah.
school. No,
Is that an average price for a prom dress?
Average.
Realistically.
There are plenty of girls who put down $800 for their prom dress without a
without
sweat.
a doubt.
Of course,
Why?
I couldn't.
I don't see the point.
It's like a mini wedding. Prom is what you
I
surround your
understand, but
life
there's
with.
people who also go for 4 years in a row. Therefore,
well,
you
see,
might as
only
well
when-
recycle the
if you're
dress and
real
paint it a
popular.
different color.
If you're real popular, you can go freshman all the years.
No, that's really,
Yeah, I just rented a
that's
tux,
thing.
so it was real easy.
Well,
You walk
yeah.
in, they measure you.
Yeah, but see, as a guy, did you used to rent them? I know I did.
Yeah, I rented them. And all the tux people were really nice to you because they all get paid on commission. So oh yeah, you an athlete, your shoulders are really broad and stuff. And I was like, oh, are they? Yeah, nice. So I'm 16 and 17 or whatever. So I was like, these guys are amazing. I'm paying a top dollar for this.
Yeah. Where did you all go to high school?
I went to Smyrna High School. It's close to Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro.
Oh, I went to Franklin High School.
Franklin, so that's
Yeah.
over there
Oh.
on West Coast
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Gotcha. Did you all ever have this thing in high school where you would, the guys would show up in rented tuxes and like they would kind of partner with the high school, like a local tuxedo place, and they would make sure that like a lot of guys were coming in with rented tuxes, and you would promote it while going to the. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we kind of did something like that. There was like a place where, well, we had like other events too, where people would rent tuxes for. Like, we had like this thing called, it was like a cotillion thing at our school.
Cool.
It was like just for girls, and they would always like basically make the guys go to the same tux place to get stuff. So it was really cheap.
Gotcha.
But
See,
because
we
they
would-
want everybody to match. So
Yeah, it was
easy
really
to do it.
popular for us to wear them to school and promote that place
Oh,
and
you would
pass
like
out
wear
the
them
cards.
to
We had a
school.
fashion show.
Wear
Yeah,
tuxes.
we didn't do
So you had a fashion show,
Yeah, we
like
had
with
like girls and
partners.
boys, tux and dresses. They came into our auditorium and they did like a little thing with music. It was fun.
Very
Oh, that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. So yeah, $10, guys. Go out there and go talk to anybody in Alpha Chi Omega. If you want to know, we can find that contact for you and definitely get you a $10 dress. So also, a couple in Clinton has begun building homeless shelters. Clinton, are you guys familiar with that area of Knoxville? Awesome. However, now that they have finished building some of these houses, they have run into some trouble with zoning and codes. Someone who wanted to live in these tiny homes had to have been removed for the nuisance structure. The couple remains positive and says, quote, "God just told us to build it, and we're going to find something positive to do with this." I think that's fantastic
Yeah.
because nonetheless, we have a lot of homeless individuals in Knoxville. I mean, all the way from the front of Chipotle here next to campus, which campus is very wide and open. And so what would you all normally do about like a zoning problem if that came about? So say you all were the ones who constructed this.
So this is like a school zoning problem?
I would say it's like a nuisance zoning problem given that the structures are in the way, trying to figure out like,
Oh, it's like they want to
boundaries,
use that
zip
for
codes,
roads.
like
or
what
something
part
like
of
that?
Clinton they would,
Okay.
yeah. Because I mean,
Well-
ideally if they're homeless, they don't really have that kind of background
Yeah.
information to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know a ton about zoning and stuff like that, but I feel like I would just push to like make something open for people. You know, like a homeless ought to
Definitely.
be open, and I don't like so they can they still use the building? People just can't live in it.
I
Is that
want
what
to
you're
say, yeah, we haven't
Maybe.
been informed that they would be able to stay there or not, but they have to move out by a date in March is what we've been
Yeah.
told.
Well, I mean, I would say like hopefully they'll at least get some money for it and they can relocate it to a spot
exactly.
Yeah.
where they can do it because,
Yeah.
and especially if they get support, you know, like if a ton of people in Knoxville know about it,
Mm-hmm.
that can potentially get them more donations, like can get them a bigger shelter, get
Yep.
them more shelters. So this could be like a huge blessing in
Right.
disguise for them, which would be awesome.
Exactly, because you'd think with it being a shelter, because I'm thinking like, oh, they're making a bunch of different like smaller houses
Yeah.
and putting
Yeah.
them in one area. That would of course be more of a nuisance than anything. But if this is just a shelter, you'd think that it wouldn't really be a big
people are-
deal for zoning and codes and stuff.
And if they're
So it's
called
very
to do it,
interesting.
then somehow like there'll be a way for it to work out. You know.
Exactly,
It's
and
not
of
they're
course you
doing
got to
something
partner
bad.
with people, and that's something to take into
Yeah.
consideration too. Gotcha. So speaking of homes, there has been a bit of tension on campus lately. Right, I know y'all been waiting for it. So where many students feel unsafe on our campus, which is supposed to be a safe zone for all. So there's a lot of discussion that has been going around, and also a culture problem, not just a safe zoning problem, but a culture problem on our campus. And this is just from recent news and all kinds of things. I saw ABC 19 was outside, so there was a lot of people
Yeah.
interested in what's going on. So six anonymous women have filed a lawsuit against UT claiming they have created a hostile environment for female students. And recently the numbers did go up to 8. What are your thoughts?
Well, being a
He
well,
said being a
what I
male,
hope
you
is
know what
like,
to
no,
say.
I wasn't saying like that. I just meant like, I hate that it just like labels our university as just like everybody here is unsafe. Like this isn't a good place. And like no part of me like accepts the fact, you know, like sexual assault or anything like that happens. Like obviously, like I hate that that happens. But I hope like the majority of students find it as like a safe campus.
Yeah.
Like I hope that the majority of students don't share that this is like dangerous or feel endangered all the time. And I hope that like we'll do anything we can to keep students feeling that way. And like I feel like very safe on
Yeah,
campus.
same.
And
Yeah.
many of
Same
my
way.
friends, like I haven't talked to anyone that's like said like I don't feel safe on campus. And,
Right.
I think that's a good sign. I hope that like the media doesn't just portray us poorly.
Right.
But I hope that this can also be something that we can use like turn around and
Yeah.
like
Because I
make
mean,
chemistry even better.
in all, these 6 anonymous women are not just coming from, I mean, the 4 classes that are currently present on our campus. They are coming from the Peyton Manning case or things like
Yeah.
that as well. So, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
something to take into consideration given that we're in 2016 and this has not been an occurring issue for quite some time. Obviously, UT alerts get sent out, things like that, but it's just kind of, it makes you think for
Yeah.
sure, especially when it starts turning into a culture problem as well. Not only we're having issues where people feel unsafe and they're feeling like, oh my gosh, like I'm a female on campus, I don't feel 100% safe when the males are around, like football players and stuff like that because of what has happened in the past.
Yeah.
So
I think, speaking of the culture thing, I
Right.
think that we should also, like in general with the sexual assault and things like that, instead of just always warning women about like what not to do and how to keep themselves safe, to also like remind men just to, you know, not do it in the first place. I think it's like a hand-in-hand thing. Like
Exactly.
it's something we all need to work on, not just,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, I think just like you're saying, like the education about it is
Yeah.
probably one of the most important things about it. You know, like
Yeah.
whether it's through like Sex Week, I know like some people are against that, but like I
Hey,
think that's
yeah,
a
but-
great platform.
Yeah.
Like I'm for it.
because until
I can say
someone,
it,
if
but, like,
you really
I'm
think about it,
definitely- yeah, I'm
It's
definitely
helpful.
for that.
until
And that
people
they,
go out there and speak out, show
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
do
No
one's
whatever
gonna
they have
know.
to, no one's
yeah,
gonna know.
and like I just don't. You just can't like live life just trying to like tiptoe on like the safety. It's like
Yeah.
you gotta get out there and talk about stuff that people don't always want to talk
Exactly.
about.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. Have y'all heard of Lambda Chi tiptoeing across the campus and getting off? So
Not
Lambda Chi as the
really.
February 22nd has been suspended from our university.
Yeah, I heard
And
about
they are forced to move out by March 6th. This has been something, I mean, obviously it's like a lot of gossip and stuff around campus as to why it happened, but the main reason we found was it was the hazing issue they were having, reports of
Yeah.
hazing. So,
I personally like kind of feel bad for the people who are living in the house. Like, where are they supposed to go? Like,
yeah.
I'm supposed to like rent
Yeah.
a
But
house.
see, on
like,
there,
that.
see, I'm
What
on
are you
edge
supposed
with
to
it because
do?
if you think about it, students like us, and you're in fraternity,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, but if you think about it, even if you're in a fraternity or not, you still want to sit there and wonder if you're hazing and ruining people's experience as a freshman or sophomore in college. You know, the fact that you got suspended, you better find your own place on campus. You know, because it kind of makes you think.
so it kind of balances it out.
It
Like,
does, right? I mean,
That's what you're saying.
you did X, Y, and Z. Therefore, you have to suffer X, Y, and Z. So,
Yeah.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, it will be a lot of stress on their part because it's
Yeah.
couch surfing. Nobody
It's
wants
big.
to couch surf for that long. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah.
two,
gonna
like a
have
month and a half practically.
March 6th.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, that's like 2 wait,
weeks
that's 2
away.
yeah.
And then think about it. After that, you got spring break anyway, so they may just go home early. If I was in Lambda Chi, I'd be like, you know what? I'll come back after spring break and make my decision. So I'm gonna go home, and then
Yeah.
maybe they won't come back. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't even think about that. I mean, I bet they'll like probably pull like a bunch of money together or
Right.
something and try to get somewhere, but that's hard because I know trying to find housing in Knoxville is
Yeah.
already
People
hard
are already,
enough,
yeah.
and like
It's
you're
crazy,
looking like
wasn't it?
months before.
One of my friends was in class, and they were writing down places that they were gonna like live next semester.
Yeah,
It was
for,
a
like-
list,
yeah,
and they're comparing
a year
prices
later.
because the closer you want to live to campus is great, but it
Yeah,
gets so much more
so
expensive, guys. So when you're looking for houses and stuff,
Look early.
take into consideration that if you're gonna be off campus, you're gonna spend that much money for gas, and then if you live on campus, you're gonna spend so much.
Yeah. Even if
But-
you're a commuter, you're still like, still
Yeah,
gonna
and then
pay
you
that
gotta
much.
suffer parking tickets and stuff. So I don't know. I think there's such more. Okay, parking. I mean, has it gotten any better?
I've gotten 4 tickets last semester because all I wanted to do was park in a garage, so I didn't like have to be in the 4 or in the pouring rain at 2 a.m.
Right.
after the library. I'm sorry.
Do you have a pass?
I have a pass and
Yeah.
everything, and I still get ticketed, and I'm like,
There's actually a way if
I'm
you go through
sorry.
SGA, and I'm pretty sure the link is on their homepage through UTK.
Uh-huh.
But go through Student Union's website has it as well for SGA. But go on there and you can express your concern for it. I did see a
Oh, I
tweet
need to
yesterday, and I
express my
tweeted it and was
concern.
like, "Look, making moves. You can voice your opinion about parking. Okay, now if they do anything about it, we don't know, but at least your opinion's out there. Like we said earlier, if you don't
Yeah.
say anything about it, no one knows. So they, honestly, administration and UT Police and Parking Services, they may not know that we have this big of an issue.
well, somebody needs to know
I feel like
because
they
this
probably
girl's
do.
just trying to park somewhere.
Seriously.
Okay, I thought you were about to say if you go on the student union website, they'll give you like a pass. It'll park anywhere. Like if you give
That's
them like
crazy.
$100, I was like, that's kind of
Wow.
tempting.
I got one appeal.
Guys,
that was
that
it.
is wow.
I got one.
Yeah. But anyway, so I mean that's pretty much what's been going on so far, y'all. But Fashion Week is also going on in Knoxville too, hosted by Gauge Talent. Have you all heard of them?
I've heard of.
They're an
Knoxville Fashion
agency,
Week.
yeah, March 1st through March 5th to benefit autism and Autism Achievement Academy. So they've partnered with them in order to kind of raise awareness for that. But Gauge Academy really is an agency for actors and actresses and models and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah,
really cool.
cool.
I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it's in West Knoxville. So if I find out, y'all can like, if you want to be a model or something, let
Oh
me
yeah,
know.
thank you.
I'll walk a catwalk somewhere.
That
You can
is
sing
great.
for 'em,
Have y'all
too.
ever been in like a
Yeah.
movie or commercial? I've seen people here. Someone said they were in the Taylor Swift commercial or movie.
dang.
Someone said they were in like a thing at Disneyland, and it's so cool stuff. Hannah Montana movie. Someone was in there. I think it was actually
Yeah,
one of our
I
producers.
I've never been in like a big movie, but they shot this movie
Hey,
in
any
my high
movie's a movie.
school,
Yeah.
and so I was an extra for it, and they took one scene from the crowd and I was in it, luckily.
Yeah.
Because me and my friends like went nuts. It's like a football scene, so it's just to take people in the crowd that are going crazy, and we were just like, we're just gonna overdo this as much as possible so we can get on it, and we're in the trailer.
That is really
It's called The
cool.
Secret Handshake. So
Secret Handshake. Check it out, everybody. That is
it's like
really
a
cool.
really like local movie.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen it
I think it's
yet,
really
but it's out.
popular for artists and actors and the companies who go to high schools and film that way and get a lot
Yeah,
of
because
like,
people from your high school go.
Exactly, that's really cool. The song that you all heard, We Don't Talk Anymore, by Charlie Puth, by the way, he has a video where he went to a high school and has a whole thing about it, and that's where I actually found out that's what happened. They go to high schools and they randomly tell people, like, it's the middle of, like, you hear the bell, and then, like, everybody's walking to class, and they will use that scene in a video. So it's really cool.
Yeah, it's
really cool stuff. But anyway, speaking about entertainment and fashion, guys, we have a brand new segment coming to you this season by Michaela Bond and Cordell Young, where they bring you everything hot and what's not here at the University of Tennessee. And we will also include some fashion, and they have a lot of new things in the media for you guys, so check it out.
What's up, UT? Welcome to the first episode of Hot Topics,
where we let you know about all the latest pop culture and news. My name's Cordell Young.
My name's Michaela Bond.
What's up first? What we
So
got?
first we want to talk about Deadpool, give that a review. So I went to see it on Valentine's Day with my boyfriend, and let me just say I was not expecting it to be as vulgar as it was.
Oh yeah. Deadpool is super crazy rated R, like insane. It's a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. Deadpool's with the X-Men and all that.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's not with Superman and all that. If you say that, you're wrong. I'm a super crazy comic book nerd, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
See, I didn't know he was a funny character. I don't know if everybody else out there knew that, but I didn't know that. So when I walked in, I was like, this is too funny. I'm expecting like superhero action stuff.
Nope. It got the highest grossing rated R opening for a movie ever, and the highest grossing movie in February ever also. So it was a really, really dope movie. What was your, without spoiling anything, what did you like the most? Spoiling anything.
Okay, I'm trying.
Don't mess it up. Don't mess it
I
up.
think what I liked the most, even though I like complained about the jokes and everything, was his joke with his enemy. You'll get it if you go see it. You should definitely go see it, because if you're seeing like pictures of soap bottles on your Facebook timeline and you're wondering what's going on, just go see Deadpool.
His code name, so his code name.
Don't spoil
It's
it.
not spoiling anything. His code name is Ajax, and so, but that's not his real name. And Deadpool figures out his real name, and it's fantastic. My favorite part was it. Without spoiling anything, the tiny hand. That's all you need to know. Just the tiny hand. It's just the greatest. I love it
That
very
was a great
much.
part.
It was hilarious. Ryan Reynolds did really good. He got to keep the costume. He left the studio with the costume. He was like the last day they were on, the costume was like, hey, don't you want to take that off? And Ryan Reynolds was like, just try to take it from me. and he left. He walked away, and he owns it now, and it was awesome. I
That's
enjoyed it.
amazing.
Okay, what's next?
Well,
Beyonce. Queen Bee tickets. The pre-sales are gone. They are sold out. They were sold out super fast. She sold out New York in like minutes for actual tickets. So don't try to go to New York.
what about Atlanta, Nashville?
Atlanta and Nashville, I know 100% that Nashville right now is in fact still on. The tickets are like, I saw the lowest was like 86.
One of our friends actually got a ticket for like a little over $100 too,
Yeah.
and it wasn't a bad seat either. So
I'm sure the $86 tickets are like way back in the back. Like you're like in the nosebleeds of Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Yeah.
Well, if you're not against Beyonce, definitely get a ticket to see her. And I mean, there are some speculation. People like security doesn't really want to do her show or anything, but I think it'll be great either way. The Beehive is definitely standing behind her.
Because of the Super Bowl thing, right?
Yeah, because of the Super Bowl. A lot of people are like, she saluted the Black Panthers, but I mean, don't take offense. Just like the music.
Just yeah, it's all about music. It's the mayor of New York, I think, was talking about that, and he was like, oh, he's like this old crotchety dude. Why don't we? The entertainment is most key in football, and like he was freaking out about it. He's saying it wasn't.
Is it like kid friendly or something?
Yeah, like it wasn't
friendly?
wholesome enough. It wasn't wholesome enough to be displayed like that. So like you shouldn't use the football as like the Super Bowl as a platform
But
for.
it's Beyonce. She's twerking. She's having fun. Everybody's. I don't think people are really listening to the lyrics as much as, oh my gosh, it's Beyonce on the football field. So I mean, people are taking offense to something that.
I don't know how Beyonce didn't like fall when they were out there. Like she like they started on the turf, on the grass or whatever of the football field, and I don't understand how she didn't like sink in, because football players were breaking their cleats. Like cleats were going, like they had to, like the beginning of that game they had to like change out cleats of multiple players, and everyone was falling and stuff. But Beyonce goes there flawless. Like she's on water the whole time, just
I mean, you have to understand she probably practices like crazy.
Except for that little fall she did. She kind of like did that.
But you know, if she fell, she would have had like some dance moves
right. She
to
just
go
kept
along
twerking,
with it or
like,
something.
Just kept going along with it. Yeah. Good show though, altogether. Really cool.
And
message.
get your ticket.
Get
It's
your ticket for
fairly cheap.
Beyonce, because I guess fairly cheap. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not really
it's
big
running
on-
out, so
I'm
you
not
should definitely do that.
I'm not huge on concerts, I guess. I should be.
Same.
I should be more huge on concerts, but I'm just
I'm not a beehiver. I didn't even know there was a website for beehives.
I didn't know either. I had no idea. And like my girlfriend and all her friends have bought tickets. They're all going and they're all super excited. They're like, yeah, we got it through the Beehive. We got the code or whatever. I had no idea.
You don't even have to pay for it apparently, so join the Beehive if you're like really into Beyonce.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, so.
Well, that's what's hot in the media right now. So let's take a look at what's hot off the racks with our fashion segment, Vol Threads.
Go, guys.
Thanks, Hot Topics. I'm Coco.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're here to show you what's hot off the racks at UT.
Vol Threads is going to be going deep into the fabrics of Live at the Big Orange Carpet, as well as Volskers this season. We'll also be taking you through the different trends of spring fashion approaching this next semester. So we'll see what we have in store for everybody.
I have my orange sneakers on for Tennessee, obviously. The thick winter coat.
We have the more of the designers right now because we have a North Face and a Patagonia.
North Face is much more practical, stylish, and just a better brand all around.
With Kenji here, with Will here, we're talking about the spring fashion coming up for this semester. You decided to go with the suit today. Any particular reason as to why you chose to wear a suit?
I had a conference a couple hours ago in downtown for a TL stamp, and I just came back from there.
Key element, extra layers. Alright, so it doesn't matter if you got fleece all day, that's not going to do anything. You always need an extra layer here on UT because the windbreakers are going to break the wind, let's be honest.
That's all with Vol Threads. Back to you, Hot Topics.
Well, that was wonderful.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you. So let's move on to the Kardashians and Mr. West.
Oh, okay, so first off, Kim K's little baby. What's his name? Saint West?
Saint West. She finally posted a picture of Saint West, at least one that like blew up. She finally posted a picture of him in appreciation to her late father's birthday, Robert Kardashian. And I mean, everybody was just like reposting it on Facebook with the heart eye emojis, and he's definitely adorable.
He is very cute.
I will say he does. I don't think he resembles his sister North though. I think North
doesn't.
She's just so precious.
Oh, you know, I can't wait to see how those two react together. Like how those
Yeah.
two, because I remember when my little brother was born, I didn't like him.
She's a spoiled brat too, I can tell.
I like pushed him like he was a baby. I just pushed him in the head. Like and my parents didn't like it. I got a Big Brother T-shirt, and that was fun. I doubt that they'll give Northwest a Big Sister T-shirt or whatever.
See,
if they do, hopefully it doesn't look like Kanye's clothes.
North, when she was born, I'm pretty sure they posted a picture like really fast, but when Saint was born, he was born like December 5th, and they just posted a picture. I was highly upset with Kim because she posts like a selfie a day or 3 selfies a day, which I just found out she doesn't even take her own selfies.
Exactly. She has her own selfie person.
She does. That is such a
hold my
Kardashian
camera
move.
for me and then take the picture of me. Does that count as a selfie then?
I don't think it counts as a selfie,
don't think it
but
counts as a
I
selfie
mean,
either.
I feel like that's a different discussion because I'm very angered about that. We could talk about it for days.
The technicality of selfies. Okay, so what's next?
Moving on to Mr. West, though, we can talk about him for days. He's been in the media for so long now. It seems like it's been like since January 1st, 2016.
Kanye West and his tweet talking about him being $53 million in debt. That's so much money.
You wouldn't expect that either.
How? I couldn't spend $53 million if I like tried. Maybe if I tried really hard.
No.
Like very hard. Yeah,
But it's the fact that he posted it on Twitter asking people to help. Would you know people are probably going to help him because there are people
It's great.
who
And
do
he
love
posts to it
Kanye.
like he's like Like he should go start a GoFundMe. Didn't he start a GoFundMe?
I don't know if he started it or someone else started it for him,
has his
but
own-
there is possibly a GoFundMe.
A
And he
GoFundMe for Kanye
also
West. Oh my
tweeted at Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, asking him to loan him like $1 million or something like that.
Is
And
it
he's-
$1 billion?
$1
$1
billion,
billion
yeah.
to
And he
Kanye
even-
West ideas.
Yeah,
Oh my
he even
goodness.
tweeted him on Mark's birthday, asking him to invest in his business ideas and stuff. But I mean, we could go on about his death or death.
His death.
Death.
Kanye's not dead.
There have
Kanye
been
is
so-
good and alive.
There have been so many like memes about his debt
Oh
and
my
stuff, and
goodness.
how like he has to take his wife out to McDonald's because he doesn't have money anymore. And people are like, Kim K can definitely fund him, but you know, this is Kanye. He's a businessman, and I mean,
Yes, if you call it that. Here's what I want to know. Why would you ask the founder of Facebook on Twitter for money?
That is
like
kinda
that's
true.
Yeah, because that's where you're gonna find him hanging out on Twitter, not on the thing that he made. Yeah, it's
He's-
whatever. It's whatever.
That is a good point. And then, I mean, okay, Kanye and Taylor Swift.
Oh my god.
We could talk about Kanye and Wiz Khalifa from like a couple weeks ago,
that's
but
old.
that's kind of old.
That's
so
kinda old.
Taylor Swift, this is like, he's
She's
had beef with her before. We thought they squashed it.
Yeah.
At least I did.
I did
And then he dropped his new album, The Life of Pablo, which, who is Pablo?
Who is Pablo?
Who is Pablo? Can somebody
Who are you
please tell us
talking
who
about?
Pablo is?
I don't like. I feel. I don't even know. No, I know a guy named Pablo. I don't think he reacted to it very well. He's like, is he talking about me? And he is Hispanic.
Oh.
He's Mexican. And he was like, oh, is he talking about me? No,
There's
he's not.
speculation that Pablo is like his alter ego, like Beyonce has Sasha Fierce, and you know, Lil Wayne has Wheezy.
But Kanye already has so many. How many more does he need? First of all, he's Kanye West.
He's
like his
Yeezus.
face is his ticket to literally anywhere.
Yeah.
And then Yeezus,
Yeezus,
which is
Yeah.
really close to Jesus.
which
And
is
that's-
probably why he did it.
I guess that's fine. Whatever.
But anyways, his beef with Taylor Swift comes from a song where he basically says that if
They're going to have. He could potentially still have intercourse with her.
yes,
To keep it as PG as
and
possible.
he made her famous. Is that what
And
he's
he- yeah,
saying?
he- and
he
that
said that he made her famous from the 2009 when he jumped up and was like, "Hey Taylor, I'm gonna let you finish," but whole situation. So
I mean, Taylor Swift isn't a bad.
she's not a bad person, but she definitely retaliated.
She did retaliate. She at the
Yeah.
Grammys,
Not really sure. I think it was the Grammys though.
and her little speech. She was talking about people are gonna put you down.
Yeah, her very feminist speech.
You did it yourself, like, you know, and you know, that was, people were questioning, like, is that the real Taylor Swift?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the real one? Like, is that actually how she is? But I don't know. There's
But
no telling.
Now he's going after her producer as well. He's saying that he, I guess, doesn't appreciate like,
People not
or
knowing
he
about
doesn't
music.
put Kanye up to the standard as like Kendrick Lamar and,
Right.
you know, other rappers. He's saying that Kanye isn't up there yet. So Kanye was definitely upset about it, and he said that he felt sorry for, I think his name is Blake. He felt sorry for Blake's family and how they had to put up with him his whole life. So Kanye is definitely,
He's big.
if
Is he
Pablo
really
is
broke?
the mean side of Kanye that we haven't seen yet, he's definitely being Pablo right now.
But is he really broke? Is Kanye
I don't think he's
actually
really broke. I
Because
don't think he's
because
really
you would
broke.
think, like, with all the money Kim K makes for just existing, because I don't know what she does. She just kind of hangs out.
I mean,
but
she
just
probably has, I think she has
living.
Kimojis now, so it's
Oh
like
my
Kim
gosh.
Kardashian
She has her own
emojis.
makeup, doesn't she? I don't know anything about makeup.
I think
she
the
has her own makeup.
sisters have like a makeup line. They also have Dash is like a clothing line.
And she's not gonna
And-
be like, hey Kanye, you need some money, fam? Like, nothing?
I'm pretty sure he has money.
Exactly.
He's just, he doesn't want to use his own, which I'm like that with my mom. So if I'm like, hey mom, can we go get something to eat?
I wish
I
my
have
mom
money.
I wish my mom would do that for me.
Yeah,
But
sometimes my mom helps. Sometimes it's like a no. But you know, maybe Kanye will appear in the news next week, and we can give you more information on
he will. He'll be there.
what's going
Right-
on in the life of the
right,
West
right next to Donald Trump,
or
unfortunately.
Pablo.
But all right, before we get to our featured guests, let's take a look at this week's Vault on the Street package by Mika, Alex, and Brittany.
Thank
Take it
you.
away.
What does equality mean to you?
Well, equality in friendships, I kind of view it as like a 50-50 kind of way. Usually when I go into a friendship, I'm expecting them to kind of treat me the same way I kind of treat them.
To me, it's just like everyone having like an equal opportunity to do like what they want to do or like improve themselves and like have the success that they're going for. Everyone has equal opportunity to like take advantage of.
Does our campus provide equal opportunity for all races and genders here at UT?
In my personal experience, I have gotten a pretty equal share of everything that is on this campus, regardless of the fact that I'm Indian.
Do you prefer to have several friends or few, and why?
I would say few, because you have close friends that get to know you well. But several friends is also good, because when those close friends, you don't like them, go out and hang out with them.
True.
So, but still, I would like those friends.
Hope you all enjoyed that great segment of Hot Topics. Hopefully next week you'll see something about Fuller House. If you all aren't familiar, Full House was a wonderful show that I used to watch growing up, and they're coming out here this weekend, February 27th. But before that, guys, we have an interview with Gamma Sigma Sigma. Check out this featured guest video we created for them.
Gamma Sig is a sisterhood sorority that focuses on the service and community. Our philanthropy is Salvation Army. We focus on world hunger especially, and you can go feed at dinners and do lunches. We work with the Angel Tree program. We do their ball, which raises a lot of money for the program. I would encourage students to join the sorority if they want a sisterhood bond or if they want to help out the community in any way. I've gained best friends through it, so I think it's a wonderful way to get to know people. Students can get involved in the fall semesters during rush week. You just have to attend one night, and then you go through a pinning ceremony, and then you just do 20 hours of service a semester, and you get initiated.
Guys, with me now is the president of Gamma Sigma Sigma and one of my very good friends and former orientation leader, Miss Sophia Rubio. Thank you so much for joining me, Sophia. It's really
Thanks
cool
for
to get
having
you
me.
back. Thank you so much for being with us. So after watching that clip, we kind of noticed that it's a service sorority, obviously. Now, define nationally, like it's a national service sorority, so define that. So not only is it here at the University of Tennessee, but what else?
Yeah, so there's chapters all across the United States. And we all have, we all get to choose our philanthropy for our local chapters. So as you saw in the video, our local philanthropy is the Salvation Army. So we do get to do a lot with them, which is really awesome.
So how many are there here in Knoxville that you all partner with, or is it just one?
Here we only have one Salvation Army. So
very cool. So then Gamma Sigma Sigma at UT only partners with Salvation Army in Knoxville.
Or well, we also, well, that's just our philanthropy, but we also partner with pretty much anyone who needs 100 people to help them out. Yeah.
That is so cool. So tell me what got you started in it. So now you're obviously president of the entire sorority. What was this, a freshman year decision and then it built up till senior year?
Yeah, well, I had an older sister who was actually part of the organization before I joined, so that's how I knew of it.
Trend. That's really cool.
I guess.
Yeah, kind of like how people used to play sports in high school.
But I love service. So the fact that this organization, the sorority, focuses so much on it is why I was really drawn to it and why I really wanted to join and stick it out through all these years.
Very cool. How many people are in Gamma Sig here at UT?
We currently have over 100 active sisters. So we've grown a lot in the past few years, so it's been awesome.
That is very cool. Now, when was this established?
So the organization itself was started in 1952.
Wow.
It started in New York City at the Beekman Tower.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Now, how would you say you all are separated? So obviously you guys are not the interfraternal council and things like that where you're like the typical sororities. And stuff. Why are you not Panelitic?
Well, when it was created, it was one of the first sororities that would allow people of color to join. So
back in 1952.
Yes, so yeah. So in the 50s, a lot of those organizations that were part of IFC or Panhellenic would not allow people of color to join. So that's kind of how our organization was started, because our three values are service, friendship, and equality. And
friendship, equality.
Yeah, so that kind of drew from the equality aspect of our organization.
Gotcha. Now, is there any form of male fraternity service? I mean, not just even here at UT, but anywhere. Is there like a form of Gamma Sig anywhere else? Like a service sorority?
I do know that there's a service fraternity on council, APO.
APO, gotcha.
Yeah, and they have male and female, so they're a co-ed fraternity.
Gotcha, that is very cool. That's so cool. So recently, what have you all done? Tell me a little bit about that. Like semester so far in this semester.
Oh, well, this semester, of course, we've done a lot with the Salvation Army.
Right.
We also work with the Ronald McDonald House every Friday. This upcoming weekend, actually, we have a regional conference in Atlanta that we're going to.
Are you taking all 100?
No,
Over 100?
it's between 8 to 10
Nice.
of our sisters are going. So we're really excited for that. And we also have another event this weekend with the Special Olympics.
That is
so yeah, we kind of just like help around with.
Where's the Special Olympics going to be held?
I think it's going to be on campus.
wow, I
It's like
didn't know
a polar plunge kind of thing.
Cool.
So we'll have a few sisters there helping out, just like run the event.
Very nice. So what would you encourage just people who are not obviously wanting to get the full-time, because you're going to have students that come and say like, I want to get these hours in before graduation, because a lot of us know that, you know, you are here at UT and you're here for 4 years, and they say if you reach 100 hours, you get a cord, or people are in honors and stuff like that. So if they're not looking for the full-time commitment of Gamma Sigma, what would you all do? What would you encourage them? Are you all open arms for those kind of students as well, who are not wanting that commitment with the sorority to like maybe go to the Ronald McDonald House with you on a Friday, or also this like Special
Well, to be
Olympics?
in the organization, you do need to reach our minimum requirement of hours, which is 20.
Okay. Throughout what duration?
Throughout a semester.
Semester. Oh, cool.
And at least one of them needs to be with our philanthropy.
Gotcha. So in that case, I mean, like, is that the minimum requirement for any sister? Gotcha.
But we, of course, we have a lot of our sisters who go above and beyond.
Yeah.
I know at some point we had a sister do like probably like between 70 and 80 hours a semester.
That's
so
cool.
it's
Especially
really
as a full-time
incredible.
student, that's hard to do.
Yeah, it's like having another part-time job.
Yes.
Like if you're doing like that many hours. And
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember, like I said, Sophia was my orientation leader. So when we first got here, I remember you mentioning Gamma Sigma Sigma. And that, I just think that's awesome, because people look for community service opportunities all the time.
Yeah.
And then given that some people may not have a car on campus, given that some people just don't.
And we do help
know how to
out
get
with
around.
that.
See, that's awesome.
Because there's someone who's in charge pretty much of every event, of taking attendance and everything.
Right.
And so they make sure like if someone doesn't have a ride, they're supposed to like give them a ride to all the events. So in that aspect, it's really awesome for especially like first year students who don't necessarily have a car on campus yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That is so cool, Sophia. And so why would you encourage people to join Gamma Sig? I mean, so say you have an incoming freshman student that just, as yourself, loves service. And everybody loves service, to be honest. I really loved going to, have you heard of Ladies of Charity?
Yes,
Which I'm sure is just like
yes, I
Salvation
have.
Army. And we went there, we partnered with like the CLS, the Center for Leadership and Service. We've been there a couple of times. And it's so nice to see that. You know, not even working, sometimes you're behind the scenes putting stuff, you know, and a lot of stuff is done behind the scenes, and that's probably what means the most, as, you know, you can probably vouch for that. And then also you get to see firsthand, you know, the people getting, you know, people who can't necessarily afford nice things or things like that. You get to see firsthand that kind of was the highlight of their day and stuff. So that's really rewarding. But why would you encourage like a freshman who just got here to join Gamma Sig?
Well, I really love our values. So I would, you know, explain to them service, friendship, and equality. And I think especially with a lot of things that have been currently like servicing on campus, like that equality aspect has become really important.
Right. Very true.
And of course, like service, like we focus so much on our service. That is like pretty much the first and foremost thing that we do. So, and kind of tying all of that in together, you get 100 sisters that pretty much will help you, like if you need anything.
So it's not right, and that's wonderful, because at the same time, you know, you're getting all these sisters together, and you guys are just, you know, you have that family bond, like you said, you know, friendship and equality, and everybody, you guys have the same values, and you guys are together, and you're like, you know what, don't even worry about service. You know, when we get done with service, if you need me for X, Y, and Z, if you need me for this, for that, we're here for you. That's also the best thing about having that kind of sisterhood, in addition to giving back to the community overall. You know?
Like I know my favorite thing is like, because I'm from Los Angeles, so I fly a lot.
Yes.
So sometimes I don't have a ride, like to go to the airport, and I like literally I post on there, can like someone give me a ride within like 5 minutes? Someone's like, yes,
there.
of course. Like
that is great.
So for me, like it has just been, everyone has been so welcoming.
I'm so glad to hear it. That's awesome.
It's really awesome. I love it.
Very cool. Thank you so much, Sophia, for joining me. I'm so glad that we got to talk about this. Guys, if anybody that you know is interested in getting some sisterhood, getting that bond together, or even just joining a organization where you do a lot of community service and give back to the community of Knoxville. Feel free to reach out to Sophia. I will definitely get you plugged in with Gamma Sigma Sigma. But before we leave, I definitely want to play a game with you. So one thing we're going to do here on VolTalk this season is before the guests leave, I definitely want to make sure you guys leave with a smile on your face. So grab behind you. We have with us some beat solos.
Ooh,
Beats
fancy.
by Dre.
Wow.
And I will ask you to plug this into your phone.
Okay.
Step-by-step instructions. By the way, guys, so I have this case, and it's really nice. You guys should invest, because you know how people put on the back of their phones those little sticky vol link and like heights and stuff, and they have like their cards sticking out. Get one of these. It's an OtterBox, and it's $25 on Amazon. And you look, nothing is visible. You don't even know I have cards in here.
Wow.
So don't come hunting for me and stealing or anything. Anyway, I'm going to ask you.
Incredible.
Switch phones with me, but keep the headphones.
Okay.
Now, I think we both have codes.
Oh wait,
log me in.
Hold on, I have like there it is.
Okay, and I won't tell you mine aloud.
Of course.
Very cool. So I, on my phone, have High School Musical pulled up. But the point of this game, before I continue, will definitely be we're going to put these headphones on, and it's called What the Vol Did I Just Say? So what happens during this game is we will both put these headphones on and take turns listening to some very empowering music, like High School Musical, We're All in This Together, and
favorite.
Beyonce, Baby Boy. And we will play these songs in our ear and blast the music and just make sure we can't hear each other. And what we'll do at that point is I will give you a volunteer tradition, volunteer prestigious individual on campus,
my favorite.
Organization. It could be something like anything UT related. And I'm going to say, what the vol did I just say? And you have to guess what I say. And the person with the most, we're going to hit it about 5 times. And we'll ask our audience here to give us the winner. So if you guys wouldn't mind, I need you to keep track of the points. So like I said, we'll hit it about 5 times. So keep track of the points. And you ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm going to have you go first. Put your headphones on.
Okay. So
I'm playing your music.
Okay.
So before I press play, you cannot hear me during this song. When I give you a word, you need to say aloud to me what that word is.
Okay.
If you get it right, they're giving you a point. If you get it wrong, we're moving to me. And you're doing the same for me. You're playing the song and then
Got it.
Awesome. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, you can't hear me.
Oh wait, a little higher then.
Okay, I gotta hear her music through this.
Butch Jones?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was it.
Yay!
Okay, perfect. Do it for me.
That was really
We may have to do this more. You're doing really good.
Oh wait, yeah.
And what we'll do is give me about 3. So we'll both have a chance. Does that sound okay? We'll give each other a chance to do about 3 each.
Okay.
So I would have gave you 3 words, and then does that make sense?
Okay.
Are you ready? So right now you have 1 point. You're ahead of me.
Okay, so I just need to tell you like 3 different words.
3 different words, and if I get them right, they're counting over there.
Okay, got it.
Give me something High School Musical.
Is that loud enough?
You better go louder. Once in a lifetime.
Can you? Okay. Torchbearer. Torchbearer?
Torchbearer!
Okay. Neyland Stadium.
Forever and never. Neyland Stadium.
Yes. Let's see. Ayers Hall. Ayers Hall.
Hender Hall. Wait, no, there's no Hender Hall here.
No.
Okay. I didn't get it, so I have 2.
Okay.
Press pause. Yeah. Okay, your turn. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah. Let's try this again.
By the way, this is a good thing. We both have locks on our phones. Everybody better have a lock on your phone too. All y'all and all you guys. You ready?
Yes.
Well, let's go to the next song. It's a sponsored commercial by Spotify. Enjoy.
What?
You should know this.
I haven't.
The Center
No
for Leadership
idea.
and Service. The Center for Leadership and Service.
What?
Okay, you didn't get it. Next one. It's the Center for Leadership and Service.
Oh my god. I was like, what in the world
next.
are you saying?
Next. All campus events.
all campus events. Woo!
Why
Yes!
am I tagging you? You're like against
Oh.
me. Okay, this one is, what song is that? Freakum Dress?
Freakum Dress.
Freakum Dress, I don't know
I
the song.
freaking love this
Beyonce, so
song.
you Beyonce fans, I'm sorry, I don't know Freakum Dress.
This is all gonna be
You ready for the
Beyonce,
next
by
one?
the way,
So she has 2, and I have, we're tied. This is not okay either. You ready?
I'm gonna win.
Give me something. Smokey the Blue Tick Hound. Smokey the Blue Tick Hound. Smokey the Blue Tick Hound. I got you. And you were my orientation leader. Smokey
I
the
have
Blue
no
Tick
idea.
Hound. Smokey the Blue Tick Hound.
Oh my god. I would have never guessed.
All right, my turn. I want another High School Musical song.
Let's see if okay.
And this will be the last round. So she has how many?
She has 2 and you have 2.
We both have 2.
Okay, so we're tied.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I think I'm
this.
gonna win.
We'll see.
Next song.
Oh, next song. Got it. Let's see. This is Just Wanna Be With You.
Oh, High School Musical 3. 3. Go. It's not loud enough. Okay.
Okay. Gamma Sigma Sigma. Gamma Sigma Sigma.
One more time.
Gamma Sigma Sigma.
Gamma Sigma Sigma.
Yes.
Yes. Next song, and we'll do one more.
Okay. Let's see. Jimmy Cheek.
Jimmy Cheek.
Yes. Okay. One more.
Next song.
Okay. Let's see. What should this last one be? It should be a hard one.
Cigar.
No.
Brown cigar.
No.
Smoky cigar.
No. Okay. Let's do T-Rex.
Silhouette.
T-Rex.
Garage.
T-Rex.
Gamma Sigma Sigma.
Yes. I'm just kidding.
This was Scream. I don't even know what song that was from High School Musical. Oh, Sophia, you know what?
The last one was
win.
T-Rex, by the way.
T-Rex?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go there tonight. I love the T-Rex.
Let's go do like a yoga class.
Ooh, or Zumba.
Or Zumba. Zumba's fun.
Hey, guys, show up to Zumba tonight. We'll be there, me and Sophia both.
Yeah.
Thank you
It'll
so
be a
much
fun
for
time.
joining us. I hope you had fun with that. It was so much fun. Thank you
It
so
was.
You rocked some really good memories back. So you're a Beyonce fan. I'm a High School Musical fan. Maybe that's
Does that reflect on who we are?
I think so. Maybe you'll beat the Super Bowl one day and I'll be in a High School Musical 4 episode. Guys. All right, guys. Thank you, Sophia, again so much for joining me. It's been so much fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
The last thing we have it's probably the best part of our show, or one of the best at least. Our next segment is Thomas Cook, a native out of Johnson City, and I'll get back to that in just a minute.
My name's Thomas Cook, and this song is called Take My Hand. Come and walk with me, won't you take my hand and join the road with me till our journey ends, but we might not even know where our lives will go. So won't you walk with me, we'll make it worth it, join the road with me. We'll share the moments we may not even see where we're gonna be. We might not even know where our lives will go. So put your foot on the ground and believe it now. It's a marathon that we're on, with ups and downs and roundabouts. Won't you take my hand? I know I'm getting close to home when I'm with you. Come and walk with me. Won't you grab my hand and join the road with me till our journey ends? Come and walk with me, we'll make it worth it, join the road with me. We'll share the moments, come and walk with me and I'll lead you home. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Thomas Cook.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for
Thanks for
coming on
having
the
me.
show. As he said, guys, this is Thomas Cook, native out of Johnson City. So tell us a little bit how you got your music career started.
Oh man, it was my aunt who told me a story. It's actually changed. Should we go into it? Okay, so it's kind of awkward at first. My aunt's husband was in a band, and I was interested in guitar when I was like 11 years old, and she
Nice.
saw me playing out one day, and she's like, Thomas, you know, girls like guys who play guitar.
There
I
we
was like,
go.
dude, that's
Well, all our
awesome. I'm gonna
production
learn how
team
to
is
play.
mainly girls,
So
so
luckily
you're
that's
in the green.
changed. That's changed now, and I just kind of fell in love with music, and I love writing songs and
That's
performing. It's
awesome.
one of the best things ever.
Yeah, and so you're in a
And,
band, Station Flyby.
Yeah, Station
Awesome.
Flyby. That's what we're called. We're trying to get it started up.
Nice.
and-
What do y'all got coming up?
April 9th, we have a show at the Open Chord. It's in Knoxville. We're playing with a band called the Rhinos, and then another solo artist as well too. So it should be a great night.
Very cool. And when is this?
April 9th.
April 9th, guys. Stay
Saturday,
tuned for
yeah.
that. Awesome. It's a Saturday, so be ready for that. Awesome, Thomas, guys. All right, so that's been it for VolTalk, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into the season premiere of this wonderful season. As you've seen, we got some really cool artists joining us. This has been the second live performance of VolTalk thus far. And also, we got some really cool things coming to you next week. So stay tuned for that. And also, thank you so much for tuning in. Go Vols.